I moved to Canada with almost nothing. 10 years later, we have $300,000 invested, a modest home, and 2 kids. This isn't a flex, it's the boring, honest version of how that happened and why I think you can do it too. Here's how it went. I came to Canada in 2014 for my master's. Money was tight, but I was fortunate to have scholarships, so my student debt stayed relatively low. I rented a small room for about $500 a month and worked every hour I was legally allowed to as a student. Not because I was disciplined, because I didn't have a choice. I graduated in 2016 and got my first job making about $50,000. And from 2016 to 2020, I lived in a basement apartment. I never paid more than about $800 a month. While my income went up slowly, my lifestyle didn't. That gap is what allowed me to pay off my student debt within a couple of years. That was the first real win. In 2018, I got married. My spouse joined me in 2019. And this is one of the biggest reasons this entire plan worked. We were completely aligned, same mindset, same priorities. Marrying the right person financially makes everything easier because this only works if both people are pulling in the same direction. Even after marriage, we didn't rush to upgrade. We stayed disciplined, same basement, same habits, cooking at home, tracking our spending. We weren't trying to look successful. We were trying to build something real. In 2020, we bought our first home with a 10% down payment. Nothing fancy, just something that worked for our life. And right after buying the house, we made a decision that mattered more than the purchase itself. We didn't stop saving. A lot of people pause after buying a home. We didn't. We kept budgeting. We kept tracking. We kept building. When we needed a car, we didn't rush. We waited, saved for it, and bought a used car in cash. No loan, no monthly payment. That one decision gave us flexibility for years. Now, here's something important. We didn't start investing early. We actually started late. One of us was already over 30. So if you feel like you've missed your chance, you haven't. Starting late doesn't mean you've lost the plot. It just means you need a system that works. About 5 to 6 years ago, we started investing seriously, mostly through TFSA and RRSP. Nothing fancy. We took full advantage of employer matching programs, and we stayed consistent. We also tried side hustles along the way, and honestly, most of them failed. They didn't move the needle, and that's important to say, because this didn't come from my one big win. It came from steady, boring consistency. The first $10,000 felt slow. The first $100,000 felt almost impossible. There were long stretches where it didn't feel like anything was happening. But we built a system. Every paycheck, money went to investments first. Before spending, before lifestyle, we automated it, and then we followed it. In 2022, we had our first child. In 2025, our second. Costs went up. Time got tighter. There were periods where only one of us was working because of parental leave. But we didn't stop the system. We adjusted it. We continued maxing their education accounts every year, using the government match to our benefit. Even if it felt small, we also didn't stop living. We traveled, just more intentionally. We found ways to enjoy life without breaking the plan. Because if your system only works when life is perfect, it won't last. We tracked a few key numbers: savings rate, liquid net worth, total net worth, just enough to stay aware. In March 2023, we crossed $100,000 in liquid investments. That felt real. That felt like progress. That same year, We pushed our incomes higher. Together, we crossed $200,000 in household income. But we didn't let our lifestyle jump with it. We increased our investments first, then slowly improved our life. We kept investing through everything. Good markets, bad markets, didn't matter. We kept going. And by late 2025, we crossed $300,000 in liquid investments. No stock picking, no perfect timing, no big breaks, just a system, followed consistently. Now here's where things change. We're not going to keep pushing at the same intensity forever. Because once you build a solid base, your priorities shift. We will buy another car. We will upgrade our home in a few years. And we'll likely spend more on experiences. And our savings rate might go down. But we're okay with that. Because we build first. Most people upgrade first and try to save what's left. We save first and upgrade it later. That's the difference. So if you're starting from zero or feel like you're behind, focus on this. Keep your early expenses low. Build a system that runs every paycheck. Take advantage of employer matches. Avoid consumer debt. And don't let your raises disappear. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent long enough for it to matter. Because going from zero to $300,000 isn't one big move. It's 100 small ones that you actually stick to. And that's something almost anyone can do. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and our story.